Good morning. Good morning. Give me just a second as I get live in all the places. I hope you're having a good day. Make sure you say hello and let me know that you're here. Good morning. All right. Give me just a second for me to pull this up on my phone. There it is. Hold on just a second. One more thing. Okay. Now I've got it all set up. All right. So where are we this morning? I'm kind of excited about the fact that our weather is changing a little bit. It's still a little cold out there this morning, but it's supposed to be getting up in the mid 60s, and that's going to almost feel like a really big heat wave, right? With all the cold that we've been having. So I am looking forward to it, and hopefully I will have some time today to get out in it since it's such going to be such a beautiful day. And I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but I hope you are having a little reprieve from some not so nice weather as well. And if you want, share with me where you're signing in from. I would love to get to know you a little bit better and find out where in the world you live. All right, so I am going to just go ahead and jump in today's affirmation and journal prompt. And remember, as you get here, to say hello, let me know that you're here. I know a lot of times people pop in and they stay in the background and they don't ever contribute, or not contribute is not the right, don't add anything and let me know that they're there. But sometimes I can see you, and I would love to be able to welcome you a lot more. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It's just one of those days, right? All right. So our affirmation for today is, I am focused on growth and increase in every area of my life. Abundance, success, and opportunities expand for me every day. Now, to me, that feels really good, right? To be focused. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning. To be focused on growth and increase, not only in, we've been talking a lot about money and stuff since that got that program with Sue coming up, but it's not just money. It is so many areas, right? There's abundance of success and opportunities. There's abundance in your relationships. There's abundance in everything. And, when you work on one piece of your world of you puzzle, it actually moves something in all the others. So you can't work in a vacuum. So you can't increase your ability to reach people and your wealth and your influence and everything without affecting all the others. And so we want to make sure that we're focused on the growth and the increase of every area of our life. We don't want to work on one spot and then the thing that happens with all the areas is that they decrease. We want to make sure that we are just really filling our world and our life to the best capacity so that we have a well-rounded, beautiful existence. I, for one, do not want a business that takes my time away from everything, right? And there are people that have a lot. They have a lot of responsibilities, and that's great. Perfect, right? As long as it's not that becomes your life and every other piece of you suffers. And that's what we want to make sure we are focused on, the growth and the increase in every area of our life, not just one little piece, right? Does that make sense? And so remember, as you get here, say hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me see what's going on over there. But I've really been focused a lot. I guess it's because, Sue and I have the Mining Your Acres of Diamonds program, membership program. And then we just starting this, the new program. Ah, good, Carrie. Thank you. The new program, the Rewrite Your Money Story, which is very powerful. It's coming up. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about that with you guys. And then I'm doing a program with Christine, which is Get Your Sexy Back. Well, you get your body and your mind right there. That's going to increase your finances. It's going to increase the other areas of your life. So everything that we do has the potential to make every piece of us greater, better, increased. And so what we focus on, we get, right? So we are focused. And remember, anything that comes after the words I am are ultra powerful. You are claiming that as you. That is who you are. And so I welcome you to focus on growth and increase in every area of your life. An abundance of success and opportunities expand for you every single day. Expansion was my word for the year. And it seems like no matter what I do, that word pops up somewhere, right? And so just feels delicious to think about how everything can expand in a greater way and make life even more enjoyable, even more things to appreciate, even more things to be grateful for, right? I'm going to go ahead and grab the journal prompt. Got a tight schedule today, so I'm moving a little fast. All right, our journal prompt is, where in your life are you ready to experience more growth and increase? I mean, we've got a lot of different areas of our life. We've got our finances, our relationships, our self-care, our community, our finances, our business, right? So there's a lot of little pieces of our life that make us who we are, right? Make our world. And so which one of those is calling out to you? And one of the processes that I take some of my clients through is getting into the wheel of their life, all those little pieces, and we evaluate where they are in them so that we know where to start working. And it's beautiful. So I'm asking you, look at those different areas of your life, and where do you feel like maybe they're all pretty good? Or maybe one of them is really good and the rest of them are a little bit lacking. Maybe you've got several that are really good, but then there are several that aren't. So maybe today is a great time for you to just evaluate this wheel of your life. Where is it that you want to experience more growth and increase? Which part? And that takes a little bit of self-reflection and really evaluating how you are currently, because we can't do anything about where we are if we don't even look at it. We've got to look at it and make a decision, right? Finances. Okay, Carrie. Yeah, I'll see if I can get you the replay for the, I think Sue's supposed to be sending it to me and I'm going to be putting it in the group, but it was I've done two of the parties, the Rewrite Your Money Story event parties. And each one of them, we repeated a little bit of the stuff, but I wanted to do a different process in each one. So each one has a very valuable process that you go through that helps you. And I will be sharing that in, okay, wonderful, Carrie. I'll be sharing it in the group, and then I'll make sure I try to remember. I will work on remembering to tag you, but either way, make sure you check and see, because both of them, like I said, had very valuable processes that I took people through. You get out your pen, you do this. And it's all leading to the program that Sue and I have coming up. And I mean, it is an exceptionally valuable program. It's amazing, and all the things that we're going to be doing and the difference that you're going to be able to find in your life. So definitely keep watching for that. But I got you. I tell you. Hi, Wendy. I haven't seen you in a while. It's so good to see you this morning. Oh, makes me feel like everybody's coming home. So once you figure out from your wheel of life where you want to increase things, and I know, Carrie, you said finances, but if you do the wheel of life, and I'll be sharing that in the program, when you do that, you may see that there's something else that needs to have attention as well that would affect the finances. So it's very valuable. But then I want you to make a list of the areas that you want to expand, like you said, finances, right? And then write one action you can take today to welcome more abundance in that. So do you have an idea of what is one action you can take today to welcome more abundance in your finances? And I'll just share one of the things that I shared yesterday was, our beliefs about us and who we are and the things that we've done and what we're capable of is what creates all of this, right? And so years ago, well, hadn't been that many years ago, I invested in a little bit of crypto. Well, I got freaked out, pulled it all out. I needed it, right? And then I invested again, got freaked out, needed it, pulled it all out, right? And so I never felt like I was an investor. I was a dribbler in investing, right? And I didn't commit to it. I didn't say, this is what I'm doing. I'm not pulling it out. I'm right. So I wanted to rewrite some of my financial story that I'm not an investor. So what I did was I decided that I would invest in crypto again, which I know cost a lot more now, but it wasn't really important. Looking at my options, what is viable? Yes. So the thing is that it didn't matter where I did the investment. It was just the action of investing. It's like if you're wanting to walk for exercise, it doesn't matter which direction you go or how long you're out there. Really, it's the fact that you got up and you went walking, right? So this was just an exercise to change my inner dialogue about who I am. So I went and looked because when I invested before, I did it through PayPal where you can do the crypto, right? So I went in there and I invested not that much money, right? Just a little bit, just to dip my toe in, but it was the process that was important. And then I set it up to automatically draft every month. And so that means I am an investor. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter where I did the investment. I wanted something that enabled me to do it very quickly before I could decide that it wasn't for me. And then I wanted something that would be repetitive that I didn't have to consciously think of. And whether it ever makes a dime or it loses dimes is totally irrelevant at this point, right? It is just exercising that muscle. Like I said, when you want to exercise and go walking, doesn't matter which direction you go. What matters is that you actually got up and went. And so I got up and went. And so I invite you, as you're doing these things and you're wanting to increase your finances, Carrie, look at what is it that you're wanting to change about your finances. A mental chatter that goes on about your finances. And for one of mine was that, good morning, Wendy, good morning. One of my internal dialogues was that I didn't prepare for getting older. I didn't prepare for retirement. I didn't prepare for anything, right? I was self-employed. I had my own business. Didn't prepare, right? So I have to take action within me, a mental action to help me see that I am in control of my finances. I just have to make choices, right? Ah, I feel you, Carrie. I feel you. And so the best time to do something different is now. It would have been better if I'd done it 5 years ago, but I didn't. So there's no point in even worrying about that, right? I did do it a week or so ago, right? And do I look at it to see if it's gone up or down? No, because it's irrelevant right now. It is exercising that muscle. So figure out if it's whatever the area that you want to expand in your life, whatever that area is. Now, let's say, for instance, it wasn't finances for you, it was relationships, whether that's romantic relationships or your family, whatever it is. If it's that, then look and see how that one action you can take to make that better, right? Let's say self-care. What's one action that you can do to make that better? So each area, spirituality is one of them. I don't know if I said it earlier, but each area of your life, if that's your focus, there is a step that you can take today to welcome more abundance in that area. So the main thing is, a lot of times we do these processes. A lot of times we do all these evaluations of where we are, and we make decisions about, well, it would be good if I did this. It would be good if I did that. And we write all of it down, but we do nothing with it. And that's what happens most of the time. We gather all this knowledge and we do nothing with it. And so what I'm really encouraging you to do today is to use this affirmation in this journal prompt to propel you into an action that is going to, whether you believe it or not, since 1% change every day creates exponential growth, this one step today. Now, remember, it's not just figuring out what the step is. You got to take the step, right? So this one step can change your whole life. It's that ripple out. Like I said, when I did this about being an investor, it was like, it was irrelevant where I invested it. It was irrelevant to me, whether it made any money or it didn't. It was irrelevant to me how much money I put into it. It was the action of doing it. And then now I can say I'm an investor. I'm not saying that I've made millions. I'm not saying I made an extra $100. I'm not saying any of that, but I am an investor. That is my identity. So as you change your identity of who you are, everything begins to change, right? So it's beautiful. Make a choice today and then do it, right? So I'm going to go back to our affirmation. Where are we on time? I can't see the clock. There we go. All right. Our affirmation is, I am focused on growth and increase in every area of my life. Abundance, success, and opportunities expand for me every day. Now put that on your index card, the screensaver on your phone, your sticky notes, put it on a piece of paper and stick it to your fridge. Put it on your mirror with a chalk marker. Put it somewhere that today you are reminded all day long, I am, and that is who I am, right? I'm claiming it. That is me, focused on growth and increase in every area of my life. And it starts with one piece, right? Abundance, success, and opportunities expand for me every friggin' day. When I focus on that, that's what happens. And then our journal prompt. And what I recommend all of the time, and I know I say it every time, but I have to say it, or I don't have to, but I want to say it. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Get out your notebook, your journal, write the date, the affirmation, and the journal prompt. And then we're going to take a moment in silence. We're going to take 10 to 15 minutes in total silence, just focusing on the sound of our breath. If we want to count our breaths, we count our breaths. And as you notice that your mind chatter just goes around, you bring it right back to your breath. and you just focus there. You don't have to be saying all this stuff in your mind again. You've written it down. Your subconscious mind, your inner voice, your God voice, all of that knows exactly what you just want to work on, right? And so when your timer goes off, then you just pour out, you just brain dump, because there'll be things that come out. If you've been in the silent space and you've really tapped into your God voice, your inner knowing, the things that are going to pop out, right? Where in your life are you ready to experience more growth and increase? Make a list of the areas you want to expand on. What are those areas? And what you may find is when it comes to write one action you can take today, it may be that all kinds of things will come up. Write them down. Just write them all down, everything that comes up. Because it's like when somebody says, use the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't second guess it. That's what we're looking for, is you to be able to just let it flow out. All these thoughts and that you would not have believed to be anything valuable or believed possible. Just write them all down. And then you'll have a lot of things that you can pick from as an action step. The main thing is to pick one, at least one. Now you can do more, but do one. And then if you feel compelled to, and a lot of times we do, take another action step. And a lot of times you take one action step, another action step pops up. Oh, I can do that now. So utilize this material because it can change your life if you choose to do that. Nobody's making you. Wherever you are is where you are. And if you want to be seeing different results, you got to change something, right? Let's start here. Because this is where it begins. Give yourself the gift of a life well lived, to where all things are open to you. All right. So, you have any questions? I'm feeling like I'm leaving something out, that I'm not touching on something that maybe you want to hear, you want to know. And thank you, Carrie, for giving me the penny poem the other day, because I've used it a few times already, because it was, I love it, and I just couldn't find the whole thing in my mind, and you shared it. So thank you, Carrie, for doing that for me, and for everybody that's been privy to hearing it since then. All right, so my time is, gosh, why is this glare there? All right, so I got a couple minutes. So I would love to know if you're feeling whether there's another piece of your life that you're wanting to work on. And I know you're here, Wendy. I appreciate that. So is there an area of your life that you are wanting to focus on to experience more growth and increase? I don't even know if you're still here. I can't tell. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. And I bet you are missing Miss Wendy today, aren't you? And then, well, we've got two Wendy's in the house. So we're just missing Wendy that's out on the 7 seas. So both Wendy's, is there something that you know right now that you would, an area of your life you'd like more growth and increase? And if so, share it if you don't mind. I would love to know. And the thing is that when we talk about these things and we kind of let someone know that this is what we're going to do, it gives us more oomph to make it happen. I'm going to finish my book, Nook Application, Growth Self-Confidence. Okay, beautiful. Great, Wendy. I love that. So does that Book Nook application, does that mean you've got a book that you're putting in Book Nook? I'm not sure if I'm growth and self-confidence. You've got this, girl. You have changed tremendously. Getting a second job. Okay, I gotcha. Beautiful. And you know, Wendy, since I met you in this online space, you've definitely grown a lot. And so that I think that one of the reasons that I suggest that everybody put their tutoring company. Okay, well, that sounds cool. But the reason I suggest you put the date on with these affirmations and journal prompts, so when you come back later and you look, you will see, like if in 6 months you come back and look at what you wrote down for today, you'll be shocked at all the things that you wrote down that you wanted to increase and how they've increased. Because if you think about it, most of us, okay, very cool. Most of us at some point dreamed of being able to do the things we're doing right now. I know I did, right? And my life has changed exponentially in just the past year. And has it everything gotten perfect? Hell no, right? It's a process we're moving through, like each area of our life, right? There's an ebb and a flow, and we can nurture every piece of it and see where we need a little bit more TLC, right? All right. So it has been so amazing to have you guys here with me this morning, and I so appreciate you being here. And so I would love if you would post in the comments if there's something more that comes up for you. And if there's some way that I can help you, definitely reach out. And I will be sharing that the video. You're welcome, Carrie. I will be sharing the video from yesterday's live that I did with Sue with the Rewrite Your Money story. I'll be sharing that sometime today. I've got a very full schedule today. So sometime today, I'm making no promises of when that will be. So have a day filled with experiences that make you feel full of life. And just enjoy the hell out of it. It's the only life we have. Take care of it, right? All right. So you have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, and stay golden. Mwah. Love you guys.